Hello everyone, this is Robert Weaver and I just wanted to do my mini lesson for you tonight. And the fact pattern that I actually selected for this particular case, a new client, Marty Sass, has scheduled an appointment to meet with my supervising attorney. I spoke with Mr. Sass and he explained that his mother had recently passed away and he needs our help to file a case for his mother's estate with a court in Mississippi. Mr. Hass resides in Memphis and his mother lived in Jackson, Mississippi until her death. He has Googled the process, but he doesn't know which court to file a case. His mother had a will at the time of her death. She has a house that she owned and a small savings account in the bank. And he would like our help in assisting him in filing for probate in Mississippi. So to begin with, I went to the Mississippi Bar Association, and that actually gave me a list of different courts that are within Mississippi. And looking at this list, I see down here it says Chancery Court has exclusive jurisdiction over specific cases including divorces, annulment, alimony, so on and so on, including wills and estates. And trust, property matters, and certain contract enforcement. So this automatically told me that we would have to file his probate court, file the probate case within the Chancery Court within the Mississippi. And if we went to another website about the court state of Mississippi judiciary, just to verify this, and if we scroll down to Chancery Courts, it does say here that Chancery Courts have jurisdiction over disputes and matters involving wills. And I thought it was interesting. I actually can click on wills here, and Mr. Sass's mother actually lived in Jackson. So just on a side note here, I noticed that it would be District 16 in Jackson where she lived that we would possibly want to include that information in our filing. They'll probably ask what district or Chancery Court district where she's located at, or what we would actually file at since she was residing in Jackson and my hypothetical fact pattern. And for us to appeal actually to the court in Mississippi, the Supreme Court actually does have a court of appeals, but we would have to file our appeal directly with the Supreme Court. And under Rule 16, the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeals, assignment of cases to the Court of Appeals. And it says under subsection A here, jurisdiction of the Supreme Court shall have such jurisdiction as is provided by Constitution and statute. All appeals from final orders or trial court shall be filed in the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court shall assign cases as appropriate to the Court of Appeals. So the Supreme Court actually retains jurisdiction within Mississippi, so we would actually file our case for our appeal case with the Supreme Court, and then they would make the decision as to whether that they would let the Court of Appeals hear our appellate case in front of them, and they would render their final final decision, and their decision would be just as valid as if the Supreme Court had made the final decision. So I believe that is all the information I needed to cover, and I hope that made sense for everybody, and I appreciate you listening. Take care.